This lecture will cover the second example of tapeworm, Tinea solum, or bark tapeworm. Geographical distribution: less common in Islamic area, more common in bark feeders, for example Mexico, Latin America, China. Final host monkey man. Intermediate host is a big and man as dead end host. Disease: kinesis. Site of infection: adult worm lives in man intestine only. The larvae, Cysticerca cellulose, inhabit pig, but they may find their way to man muscle if he accidentally ingests egg to form cysticercosis. Morphology: 3 to 5 meters. The adult worm. The worm is smaller than Tinea saginata. The scolex has 4 cup-shaped suckers and rostellum armed with double row of hooks. Gravid segment is longer than broader. The lateral branch of gravid uterus are less than or 7 to 13, average 10 on each side. This is actually less than the branches in Tinea saginata or beef tapeworm. Life cycle: it is like that of Tinea saginata but differs in the intermediate host is the pig. The larvae are called Cysticercus cellulase. Man may act as intermediate host or dead end host by digestion of egg, auto-infection, and antiperistalsis, where segments pushed to the stomach dissolve the segment and egg coverage. As you see in the picture here, when man defecate or pigs ingest the eggs or proglated, so the embryonated eggs or gravid proglated ingest by pigs, so anchosphere hatch, penetrate intestinal wall and circulate to the musculature. Anchosphere develop into cysticerci in big muscles, so human infected by ingestion raw or undercooked infected meat. So the adult live in the intestine. At the same time, may the man get the infection by taking the eggs or gravid proglated by poor wash hand after defecation. Then embryonated eggs ingested by human hosts, so the anchosphere hatch, penetrate intestinal wall and circulate to the musculature. At the same time, cysticerci may develop in any organ, being more common in subcutaneous tissues as well as in the brain and eyes. So this disease is called cysticercosis. While when take the undercooked meat, taking the adult one, they call tenaciasis. Pathogenesis and symptoms: intestinal tenaciasis. This results from infection with the adult one. Usually no significant pathology changes are noted. Eggs are infected to man as well as to pigs. Cysticerci develop mainly in subcutaneous tissue, but may also be found in heart and brain. Neurocysticercosis, infection in the brain causes neurocysticercosis characterized by epileptic fits, paralysis, and may end in death. In the pig, cysticerci are found in the heart muscles, tongue muscles, and shoulders. However, cysticercosis in pig and cattle as natural intermediate host is without symptoms. Infection of man with adult of Tinea solum or Tinea saginata mostly asymptomatic. but in some persons, non-specific signs may appear, such as diarrhea, constipation, stomach pain, vomiting, and weight loss. Now we are going to study the morphological differences between Taenia solium and Taenia saginata. Taenia solium discollects with rostellum with 2 rows of hooks, while Taenia saginata discollects devoid of rostellum and hooks. Gravid segments or gravid uterus in Taenia solium with 7 to 13 uterine branches, while in Taenia saginata 15 to 30 uterine branches. Size: Taenia solium smaller, 3 meters, while Taenia saginata longer in size, from 5 to 10 meters. Larva: Cysticercus cellulose and big as well as in man, scolex and with hooks. Larvae: Cysticercus bovis in cattle, only scolex without hooks. Gravid segments usually pass in trays, while in Taenia saginata gravid segments usually pass singly by their own activity. That means that gravid segments in Taenia solium not motile, while in Taenia saginata it is motile proglotin. Eggs in Taenia solium oval, while Taenia saginata round. These are the major differences between Taenia solium and Taenia saginata. As you see here in the pictures, gravid segment of Taenia saginata and Taenia solium. Actually, the uterine branches in Taenia saginata is more, from 15 to 30, while here is less, from 7 to 14. Note 12 major uterine branches with Taenia solium, while more than 13 in Taenia saginata. This lecture was very short, but we studied the life cycle symptoms, the difference between Taenia saginata and Taenia solium.